We retarded with it. What's up with your landlord?
What's happening? What's happening?
Man, talking about this bullshit. That's all. You know.
I'm not gonna let the Cowboys rain on my parade today. Even though it's raining out here where I am, I'm not gonna let them rain on my parade. I feel great. It's a beautiful day. Nobody's gonna take my joy away today. So screw the Cowboys if they want to do that. What happened?
Well, we just talking about this because I'll go back to the top because RJ had shown, and I really didn't like that it sounded like he was copping pleas from Matt Eberflus. That's not the important part.
Who the hell want to do that?
Shit, I don't know. Maybe the check cleared. I don't know. I like RJ though, so I don't want to think he compromised, but anything possible underneath the sun.
Yeah,
But
true.
because said this is all very important context on Matt Eberflus. The Cowboys may move on from him in the offseason. Many have argued that they should. My only point I want to reiterate out loud is that he was hardly given a fully fair deal. We all know that's the gig here, though. Then Jane came with the context that actually matters. Let me give you some more layers. He was hired pretty quickly after Shotty, but it was all but decided he was the DC before it. Came in knowing, like even before they hired Brian Schottenheimer, this nigga had the job because her original tweet that she had, because she had to make sure to edit it a little bit, not to sound crazy, but her original tweet was, "Let me give you some layers. He was hired before Shotty. He has adapted." Now she wanted to clear that up so the Dallas Cowboys didn't get in trouble, because remember
The Rooney Rule.
So you already decided that this nigga had a job. You weren't doing right by the Rooney Rule, so you got to clean that shit up, Jane Slater. And that's what she did. Because
That's why the Cowboys don't ride with her like they used to now. She's telling too much.
Yeah, because see, this is the original tweet. I screenshotted that motherfucker before it changed. So this is the original tweet right here. And this is her saying he was hired before. He was hired before Shotty.
She channeled her inner Henny. That's what happened.
She sounds snitch.
She channeled her inner Henny and got the snitches. Alright. I feel you.
So she said he was already in place, and really what I don't like about this whole thing, his background as a head coach was intentional to help with a first-year head coach. Bullshit. It was intentional because if Shotty failed, you were just gonna put that nigga in that position. That's what that shit really meant. You didn't give a fuck about that to help navigate Shotty. You gave a fuck about that so you could have a nigga in place just in case Shotty didn't work out.
And the craziest part about it is really in the inverse right now. Shotty got to help him.
Exactly.
What the hell? Shotty in the defensive room. So that boy
Shotty
is really
help.
I was about to say he was a liability more than he was an asset. If you think about it.
Man, that shit so fucking
Shotty got to go over here and do your work and micromanage you.
Shotty out this bitch. Hold on. Damn, I didn't try to do that.
But I do get the ideology though. You know what I'm saying? I always would like to have a head coach, then have a head coach type guy at DC. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who can own their own stuff, especially if my head coach finna call plays. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. But do you know what the biggest issue is with this entire thing?
Wait a minute, hold that thought. B-Bird just hit somebody with a $5 suit.
Hold on, wait a minute, because I cannot see it when I have it like this. Hold on, let me see if I can scroll down, because I see it on. Because it's sort of flicked it when they.
Don't forget the thought process either, though. Go ahead.
Yeah, this thing is sort of flicked when I do the screen sharing. But let me read B-Bird stuff, because I can go to my YouTube page and read it. He said Phillips had Garrett put on him. Garrett had more put on him. McCarthy had more put on him. Shotty has Eberflus put on him. Front office makes those decisions. Eberflus, listen, cool. B-Bird, you're fucking preaching. You're preaching. Cool. And that was going to be my next point, landlord. Because listen, he actually threw me an alley-oop. I ain't got to forget my train of thought, because that's what I'm going to say. That's the biggest issue I have with this shit, landlord.
Yeah, it's not traditional. It's
And
goofy.
listen, and because it's usually the niggas that they pick that fail, like how can you hold the head coach accountable? Like this is the front office guy. Like the nigga that you put here as a Trojan horse, he's the one fucking up the recipe.
And then if you think about it, man, bro, that gotta be awkward. That gotta be an awkward existence to have. Because everybody else then got the green light and the stamp of approval from Shotty, but then we look at Matt and we like, you know, like he's not one of the guys. He's not a part of the operation. Like he's not a part of the growth. He's not a part of the movement that we making. He's really not even a part of the culture that we trying to establish here. Because Shotty had a vision for that, and in all actuality, Matt Eberflus wasn't a part of that vision because he would have hired him if that's the case. You see what I'm saying? Shotty has a vision into how he want to orchestrate this. You know, he said he want to build what? The greatest culture in sports history. So do you think somebody giving you a pre-assigned defensive coordinator is a part of that vision?
No, and I'll go even further, landlord. Do you know that that Matt Eberflus and Caleb Williams had a bad falling out? There are people in the Chicago media that believe some of the rumors being spread by Caleb Williams was started by Matt Eberflus.
And he missed it. He bad and messy, God.
Now, you know the reason why I bring that up? Because there's some nefarious rumors floating around about another player that he fell out with at this stop. Remember?
Trevon D.
So, you know, this nigga, a hoe is a hoe. If you do shit like that in Chicago, why wouldn't you do it here in Dallas to try to save your own skin?
That's very alarming when you put it that way. I ain't seen too many coaches that was a locker room counselor. That's crazy.
Yeah, like and listen, I didn't know about the shit. I just seen this shit recently, maybe an hour ago when I was scrolling and all this Matt Eberflus stuff. And listen, the fact that there's so much Matt Eberflus shit in the air right now, this nigga gonna get fired.
Yeah, he out of here. You know, that's how they do everybody. When the smear campaign is out, shit, your days are numbered, sir. You're a ticking time bomb.
You know, you gonna get that piece like your mama don't even rock with you like that. Oh shit, nah, man, this nigga gonna go.
Yeah, he on his way up out of here, man.
Man.
But yeah, that's justified though, man. He performed so bad that the people that got your back can't even stand behind you. That's bad business right there. Jerry Jones don't gotta listen to nobody. He couldn't even stomach the situation to stand behind you after this.
Exactly.
Jerry love to be proven right. He will give you everything. Nigga, he made in-season trades for best players in the league for you to try to make sure you was right. Because Jerry don't like to be wrong, bro. He don't like to be visibly wrong. Now, of course, he probably did screw you with trading Michael Parsons, but he still went and got you another top defensive player in the world and put him on your team, trying to make you right. But you still perform terribly. And listen, man, y'all know I got my certain feelings in the way I view Michael Parsons. But I promise to God, I don't think this defense would have been a world of difference with him without the defensive tackle play we got. I promise to God I don't. I don't think we would have been just this excellent defense just because we had Michael Parsons. We seen that last year. So I'm not even going to 100% blame that, saying that if we had Michael, the defense wouldn't be bad. I can't say that because I've seen a badass defense with Michael Parsons on it in Dallas. So, like, I can't be one of those people that subscribe to that. So I'm going to just say this. I feel like he had a ample opportunity to make this defense serviceable. Do we have the best personnel in the league? No. But I promise you, it's personnel groupings in this league that's worse than what we got on defense. And they doing better. I promise you that.
Much better. There's only 2 teams giving up 30 points, and we one of them. You know?
So you know we ain't got the worst defensive roster in football.
Hell nah. You can make the argument you got the best defensive tackle room in the entire league. You can make
You
that
got
argument.
former All-Pros at cornerback. You
Yep.
got top 100 picks at cornerback.
You just got guys that are injured, but you know, when healthy, they're still dynamic cornerbacks that you got. DeRon Bland, well, he ain't got no feet no more, so I don't know. That nigga out there running around on nubs, but your point still stands. Like in a different scheme where the defensive line doesn't give quarterbacks all day to make throws and shit, like he might be better. Salute to Samuel too for the Cash App, man. Thank you for the support. And if y'all want to help keep the lights on like the brother Samuel, all you got to do hit the Cash App, man. It's $Henny DeMore. Also, we got another super chat from Miss Regina Green with the green. She said, I just had a dark thought. It seemed like Jerry is playing with the whole thing until Witten is ready. Oh, Lord, no. Anything but that.
So
Anything but Jason Witten.
Why you wouldn't want Jason, though?
Man, that nigga don't
Salute
even
to my
play.
guy Sammy on my side, too, man. Salute to you, sir. Appreciate you for helping out the trap. We can re-up now. Ligaments for everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yay! I want a kneecap.
Hey, people got to scream. You heard people cheering like they had a game or something. Kneecaps for everybody. They got lit.
Real shit, man. But hey,
But yeah, I don't know why. I don't think Jerry doing it to sabotage because he already declared who he liked. He just made a mistake. He just co-signed the wrong guy. I honestly, God think they like Shotty, bro. They like Shotty. That's what I had asked that question before we got off the show the other day. Do you think you would get more from a coach that's opposing Jerry, like with a strong show of force, or somebody who can like him or get liked by Jerry and manipulate him?
I don't know.
Which one you think would be the most beneficial? Because I think Mike was more opposed. I think Jerry's sweet on Shotty.
I think at this point in time, he likes him more than he liked Mike. But you know, Jerry like everybody till he don't.
I believe so too. I think Jerry is like that though.
Because remember,
I think he got to fall out of favor with him.
Him and Jimmy Johnson were best friends. They played together in Arkansas. Like that was his dog. That was really his boy in real life. It wasn't just no coaching high. That was his nickel. Yeah. And them niggas fell out and ain't talked for years after the shit went down with them, man. So like Jerry can like you, but Jerry don't like nobody more than he like Jerry. Not his wife, not his kids, not his grandchildren.
It's the fact.
Jerry don't like nobody more than he like Jerry. And when you piss Jerry off and you fuck his ego up and you make him feel some type of way, nigga, you can get whacked too.
Your head will roll. It don't even gotta make sense. Your head gonna roll.
Hell no. Nah. It makes sense
to
Jerry.
Down there too. I thought you were gonna see it, but Nigel hit somebody with a says, "How would you all feel promoting White Cotton to DC?" That might not be a bad idea with the way you investing in Quentin and him.
Yeah, I think he'd be better than old buddy, but you know,
White Cotton already been on fire in his decisions too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he fought for a couple of players, right?
I believe so. Yeah, I got your page pulled up too now because I can't scroll on the feed while I'm screen sharing. If I don't know why, they need to fix that shit. That shit don't make no motherfucking sense, but it is what it is. So if y'all send a super chat, I got both pages pulled up now, and I can toggle back and forth and just read them hoes.
I don't know who page that was on. I just know somebody got them.
It was on Yearn. Nigel hit you on Yearn. Salute to Nigel, man. That's my boy, man. Also, how do you feel about the fact that Matt Eberflus is going to the booth?
He going to the booth?
He going to the booth.
He might need to get what he need to get his ass away from them players. Cause they be wanting to hurt him. So that's probably good for everybody. I ain't seen nobody enthusiastically embrace Matt Eberflus.
Nobody. They're only
have
media
y'all,
people.
Maybe I missed it. Have y'all seen somebody go dap him up? And you know what I'm saying? Yo, what I'm talking about, man?
Hell no.
I don't think.
Nobody gives a fuck about Matt Eberflus, man. Jerry Jones was the last nigga that gave a damn about Matt Eberflus, and that nigga sound like he hate his guts now. Like, you know, he's so underwhelmed by Matt Eberflus right now, man. He don't give a damn about what they happened to that man, and I don't blame him. Shit. But listen, Land, I'm not a total conspiracy theorist, but I sort of am. Do you remember that Shotty pretty much cussed him out on the sideline last week, and now all of a sudden this nigga going to the booth? Do you think I'm overthinking that shit?
I'm a 100% conspiracy theorist. I might. You're lucky I don't got a 10-4 hat on. So yeah, I might need a 10-4 baseball cap. That'll be me. You feel me? But yeah, that makes sense, bro. Shotty probably can't contain himself dealing with this dude. Like, you gotta think, you screwing up and I didn't hire you.
Yeah, it's a double whammy.
that's devastating, bro. Like, and then to be 100% honest with you, bro, like I'm mad at Shotty for tolerating it as long as he did, because I felt like if you stand on the table, something gotta happen, bro. Real talk. People be like, oh, I seen somebody in my comments, I'm like, oh, he gonna get fired. See, I know you a do boy at your job. Like, in leadership, bro, they actually commend people that know how to challenge when it's time to challenge. They don't want you to say yes every damn time. They don't want you to ask for permission for every single damn decision that you gotta make. If they gotta do that, then they don't even need you. Think about that. If your upper management gotta end up making a final decision every single time, what the hell are you doing now? It's certain times where your leadership supposed to take over when you can make the decision. And then it's certain times where it's gonna be a healthy challenge. Like, listen, man, this is a bad move and we shouldn't do this. Real talk. Like, if you're not man enough to pull that off, I wouldn't want you to be my head coach. Real talk. If you ain't never challenged me, to me that sounds like you a yes man. Because I know I'm not right all the time. Right or wrong. If you don't have a healthy challenge for me ever, then you just a yes man. You're a do boy. So, in my opinion, bro, if it came to it and you felt like this was a detrimental move to your football team and you didn't fight to the death about it, I got concerns about that. So, I can't say he did it because we didn't see him. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he did and still lost the fight. I don't know. But I'm telling you straight up, just like the fights in the war room, you need them fights on a day-to-day if it's a traumatic move, if it's a big-time move that can really hinder your team. You going to have to fight like that, bro. I'm sorry. Like, do boys and yes men don't get respected by nobody, even the people that's over them. They don't respect you, man. Real talk. You got to be able to stand on some type of principle. That's the only way real men, especially leadership, could ever respect you. You got to be able to stand on something. And if you're not doing that, you're not taking seriously.
Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly, though. You know, like, hell, like, just because an order came in, you know, that don't mean you're a drone. You got to do the shit, nigga. Or you give a damn about me? What if the order came in? You got to shoot. You got to shoot one of your soldiers for insubordination or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
You gonna do it anyway. Crazy.
You gonna do it anyway? Know that nigga ain't did nothing? Nah, stand for your motherfucking people, man. And that's part of life, though. And to your point, you know, that's the and you were fair, because that was gonna be my only pushback. Like, he might have said something about this shit. You know, he seemed like he is a different nigga when he talking to them, when he talking to Jerry Jones, and when he talking to us. It seemed like he's a different person when he had these conversations.
He gotta be.
Cause
but my only thing is, of course you can't. This is what I'm gonna say. and I think it's as fair as I can be in this situation. You don't have to do the hit 'em up diss track on Flus, but you also ain't gotta have his pom-poms in your hand either. It's a fine line in between those two. It's a gray area in between those two. And we seen Flus act like he got pom-poms. I mean, we seen Shotty talk very, very highly of Flus when we was getting our ass kicked.
Yeah.
Could you be in that gray area then? That's all I'm asking. Bro, don't act like we crazy. Don't act like Trey crazy for criticizing some of the shit y'all doing. No, be in the gray area in that moment because it's obvious that he wasn't being effective. None of the shit he was doing was effective. But you want to stand 10 toes with him. At that moment, I got to look at you sideways. I'm sorry. It took time for him to get out of that type of shadow, in my opinion.
I mean, I guess that's a fair assessment to the thing. My thing would be this, though.
Let's be in the gray area, all I'm saying, bro. I can't get the gray area.
This is my thing. Even when he pretty much made it clear that Jadon Blue would never see the light of day, he still spoke life into the man. Even when nigga was out there getting hooped on in Elam and shit, right before they benched him, he said wonderful things about Elam. He still benched the nigga. You know what I mean? So, like, that just might just be who Shotty is. He gonna always say nice things about you in the public. He might be getting to their ass behind closed doors, and we know now, like hell, he's separated himself from the nigga in the last press conference. The nigga's going to the booth after he got caught cussing the nigga out on the sideline. Like, the tea leaves are there.
Hold that thought real quick. Shout out to our guy Dono Holmes. I don't know if you said it, but he hit me on my side. So salute to Dono.
Salute to Dono Holmes for the cash app, man. Matter of fact, I just seen it, and it said for support. Thank you, man. Like, listen, y'all is the ones that keep the lights on over here, man. So we appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all.
Yeah, we really do appreciate whatever y'all do, man. We really do appreciate it. And like we say, if it can't be monetarily, just hit the like button, hit the share button, send it to somebody who you know it'll annoy you, who you know that'll enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? It don't even matter. Just send it to somebody.
Hell yeah. And listen, Land, you ain't crazy, because I understand where you coming from. Like, if you ain't with these niggas, you know, wave your hand, blink your eye, blink twice.
Blink twice, bro. Blink twice, bro. Yes.
Do something to let me know that you don't deserve to get shot too. I understand what you saying.
Well, I said, Mike did that shit after the first year, didn't it?
Second. It was year 2.
See, Mike probably was like, I'm going to buy in. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to show him I'm a team player. But if he starts screwing up, they're going to have to obviously see that this ain't the move. I'm going to have to show them that this is incorrect.
Yeah, and listen, the season was over after that got hurt anyway.
You a team player. You want to show you a team player at first, though. You kind of do. I understand that. Because who knows? They might be cooking right now. And you just say, nah, I don't want it because it ain't yours. They could be cooking. Just like we said, Dan Quinn was a thing of beauty. They hired Dan Quinn on their own, and that shit worked wonderfully, in my opinion.
And you know,
so,
and you know what I was going to say, too? Because Mike was the one that hired Mike Nolan, I think he just took a step back from saying anything about Kellen Moore ass until the smoke cleared.
He said, I might need to be quiet on this.
I might have to shut the fuck up for a little bit. But you know, but then that shit got a little too hectic. Like, hold on now, like, hey nigga, I ain't never once called an option out in my life, nigga. I don't know what you.
I ain't finna go down with the ship now. I ain't finna go down with the ship if I ain't driving this motherfucker. Like, hell, that damn with that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel Mike though. Like Mike know that he's established himself so decent in the league that he would have been screwing over his reputation just taking that shit, bro. Like, that's why I was amazed that he dealt with it for so long. But like, we was being successful though. It was a successful stint with him, bro. Like, real talk. We didn't go far in the playoffs. Everybody knows that. But that was a successful stint for Mike McCarthy and the Dallas Cowboys. We both did it off of that stint. And I guarantee you, any of us would take 12-5 right now.
We would. And Rogue, the clip is on X of Shotty cussing that nigga out. If you want to go find it.
What the fuck is you doing? Didn't he say something like that?
Hell yeah. He said, "What the fuck are you doing? I'm like, damn, nigga, all right, shit.
Yeah, right.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I ain't did
My bad, yeah. Shadow went playing. But like you said, bro, just imagine him. I can only imagine it, bro. And the Joneses do this shit all the time. That's what's unfortunate about it. Like, people come in with their own vision of how they want to orchestrate their team. Especially a head coach. A head coach supposed to get all that. He's supposed to get all that leeway to be able to assign people their jobs. That's what they're supposed to get. The power to do all of that. But not in Dallas. Like, they gonna show you that you don't have full control in some kind of way, form, or fashion. They just gotta show you, like, nigga, you not that for real. And I told you, sadly enough, bro, it's no way possible that any can convince me. If you know anything about structure or hierarchy or leadership, it's no way possible that your team could wholeheartedly believe in your word if they know your word ain't final. It's just not possible.
Mm-hmm.
It's not possible. Your kids have hope after they talk to mama. Because they like, man, I got to see if I can get daddy. Like, if daddy, you know what I'm saying? If daddy can say it, maybe I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if your word ain't final, bro, they not going to ever respect you like that. And that's going to be forever a lingering problem in Dallas. Now, I will say this. If Shotty and Jerry could be lockstep, like, regardless of how it is, if him and Jerry can be like best friends type shit, it might be, you might get the illusion that his word is final. You see what I'm saying? Because Jerry probably ride with him regardless. That might be the closest you can get. That might be the closest you can get to a coach having final say so in Dallas. Him and Jerry being best buds. That's not the best you can get.
It's gonna have to be.
And I think the way Jerry is, he might still do that shit just to show you, like, nah, we buddies, but I just want you to know who's the leading buddy. Like, I run this shit this.
I mean, think about it, man. Like he ain't have to do shit. He was still gonna get all the credit and all the love, you know, for winning those Super Bowls with Jimmy Johnson. That shit was still not good enough. He would not let that man, you know, control the damn football operations without trying to keep poking his nose in. That's why they fucking fell out. You know what I mean? Like, it's fucking ego, man. Jerry Jones' ego is the biggest, you know, is the biggest hindrance to the Dallas Cowboys being successful, dog. But hell, I was joking about it, but that shit was true. When I said that Mike McCarthy went to sleep and he woke up with a whole nother quarterback on his team, that shit really happened.
And this is a coach that was actually having some sort of a resemblance of success on your team.
Yes.
Because right now, do you think they looking at Shotty like this, some of this on you? Or do you think they mature enough to say, we kind of screwed this up for Shotty?
They should be mature enough to say that, and they should let him lead the coaching search for the DC.
Because I told you, I got a love and hate relationship with Shotty, bro. I believe that, man. I really believe he can get us a ring, bro. I just feel like we got to stay on him, though. We got to stay on
comfortable. Yeah, don't let him get comfortable.
Don't let him get comfortable. Like, I can see a vision with Shotty and this team holding up a trophy. But it's gonna be in a finite amount of time. It's not gonna be a large window. And then it's gonna take some real life nuance to it. It's gonna have to be on point. And like next year, I think we got a decent structure to do it. We got a decent starting point. Cause that's why I said the team that Shotty acquired ain't the team that Mike acquired. Mike had to damn near build the whole team. Now they both had the luxury not to have a quarterback. I mean, to have a quarterback already, but they had to structure their whole team. So Shotty comes with a lot of staples on his team already. He lost one for sure with Micah, but he already had the skeleton of his team already assembled when he got here. So which one is a more ready-made team? When Mike acquired the team or when Shotty acquired the team? I feel like Shotty got a more ready-made team. Now losing Micah was big though. I can't lie. That's the wrench in the game right there. Losing Micah was like, ugh. That was so unnecessary and so impactful on your team. It's like it's kind of easy for that to go either way.
They both were bad teams when they inherited them. Mike inherited a team after an 8-8 season, and then he inherited a team after what we win 7 games last year, 7-10 when we were 17. So they both inherited some teams that were underperforming, and then
I don't count that as a bad team last year because I know if we was healthy, we probably would be better.
I don't. You were getting your ass kicked when you were healthy. Like there was nobody missing when you got blew out by the Saints at the crib. There was not a soul missing from that team.
Second game, bro. That was the second game.
What about the Ravens game? We can keep going down the line.
The Ravens was an excellent team last year. They almost went to the Super Bowl.
Man, them niggas hadn't won a game yet when we played them.
That ain't true.
They were 0-2 when we played them. Yeah,
that was the third game. But what did they do after that?
They eventually got their shit together. They used us to do it.
Bro.
They used us to do it. LandLord.
They had a damn 2,000-yard rusher. How many yards Derrick Henry went for?
1 million.
Exactly. Like, let's not act like that was a weak team. Now, I give you the Saints. That was embarrassing.
No, I'm saying that we were a get-right game for them motherfuckers. They fought 0-3, and we able to beat them. We can't say that their season goes the same way, Land. They used us to springboard themselves into that shit.
Then we was dealing with injuries last year, too. More than that.
I'm not even just talking about Dak Prescott. I'm saying early on this season, this team was healthy, and they were getting their ass whipped.
I'm sorry, bro. I can't lie to her. Maybe I'm just... As much shit as I talk about my Cowboys, I don't view us as a bad team, especially last year. I just looked at that like, bro, we hurt. We'll be better next year. Real talk. I didn't look at it like we're a 5-win team, a 7-win. I didn't look at us like that.
Man, this defense was just as bad last year. So I don't know why
you went into this year, nigga, you went into this year thinking we were finna get 12 wins then. What was that big change then? If you viewed us as a 7-win team, how did your whole outlook on this team change in one offseason?
Getting George Pickens, having Michael Parsons still here, drafting Donovan Izaraku, hoping and praying that one of these linebackers we got was better. Like I went into this with optimism off of the offseason and shit. Because we were campaigning for a weapon. We got our weapon. We felt like the offensive line was going to be better. We felt that the defense, we didn't think the defense was going to be this goddamn bad. We thought if we had Micah, had some of these niggas that we added, they would be a better team. Let
me ask you this. Did your offensive line live up to what you thought they would be? Relax, man. You doing too much, man. Don't do that.
Boy,
don't do my line like that, bro. I'm just answering the question, man. Did your offensive line live up to what you thought they would be?
I want to be fair. The interior is gangster. It's them tackles and some hoes. And we knew this. We knew they were hoes. LandLord.
We knew this.
You ain't got to tell me. Me and you done had this conversation 1,000 times.
Man, I said this to the whole offseason ago, man. People don't be listening to me, bro. Like I tell y'all, listen to Land. That's my hashtag. Listen to Land, bro. I promise I will not steer you wrong. I have no agenda. All I want in my life, in my sports life right now, is for the Dallas Cowboys to be successful. That's all I want. That's all I want. I don't give a damn about how y'all view me in that manner or none of that shit. I want to be right for the betterment of my team. I want to fucking win. I'm a competitor. I want to fucking win. I don't want to be up here to defend these niggas every damn game. And niggas, I don't want to have to do that every damn day. All right? I'm a competitor. See, I talk too much shit to have to defend a losing team. Remember that. That is not a pleasant existence for me. So I fuck with, man, I'm one of the biggest trolls you know. So just imagine when people they get a chance to get me back with the Cowboys every other week.
Boy,
it's not fun. It's not fun. They on my stuff. They on my stuff. So, God damn, help a brother out, Cowboys. Shit. Help a brother out.
Here we go. Miss Regina said, I remember when we were saying, why is Shotty here? What does he do? We really can't see a difference. Well, I'll tell you this, man.
I like Miss Regina though. She be on side and see. Miss Regina ain't gonna let his wizardry just hypnotize her. Say like that, Miss Regina, because sometimes he be getting me, and I be gone, and I be needing to, you know what I'm saying, shake back out of it. So stay on the top, Miss Regina.
Well, listen, that is fair. Like, we're still a bad team, but you know the context of it matters. Like, I think, and this is the thing. The nigga calling plays, they one of the best offenses in the league. They dropping 29. The flip side is the nigga that need to die, and you know his body not even be buried. You need to leave it up there on top of the ground for the for the roaches and the maggots and the wild dogs and birds to feast on. He doesn't even deserve a proper burial. That nigga was a plant. You know what I mean?
Henry.
Henry's gonna send me. I'm gonna.
You messing the bit up, man. You gotta accept that, man. You gotta accept it. I accepted that you said I sell illegal ligaments all across the United States. I have accepted that. And you won't even accept a government name. Look how people do you, man.
You won't even accept a government name. It's crazy.
It's crazy, man. People do you so crazy. Your name is Henry, boy. Your name is Henry, boy.
Henry. Now listen.
They call you that shit anyway. They call you Henry in the chat anyway.
And I love them for it. And listen, there are some things that this man needs to improve on. You know, I'm not saying that Shotty and them without fault. Like, he has some clock management issues. There's been times where he ain't been aggressive enough for my ass or going for it on fourth down. I done cussed the nigga out plenty of times. You know what I'm saying? So I know that the nigga got room to grow and he ain't perfect or none of that shit. But I'm just saying, if you just look at the macro of the shit, of what's the worst thing going on with this team and in a vacuum, how well has the offense performed? The offense in the vacuum is one of the best units in football. The defense in the vacuum is one of the worst units in football. And I don't know, I think that's why there's such a separation, at least for me. Like, I always been like that. You an offensive coach, you know, I give you kudos for your offense. You know,
you're
if you're a defensive coach, I give you kudos for your defense. If Bill Belichick go out this bitch and his offense, you know, score 15 points, I'm not looking at Bill sideways, man. Like, what the fuck is whatchamacallit doing? Whoever the offensive coordinator is, who that nigga offensive coordinator was? Was it Matt Patricia?
Josh McDaniels, somebody?
Yeah, like Josh McDaniels, some shit. Like, whoever the fuck Bill Belichick offensive coordinator is, he getting the smoke from me. You know, like, if your specialty is defense, you know, and you spend all your day and your life and your time with the defense, and you give autonomy to the offense, you know, I have that. I'm gonna give that nigga that smoke. You know, I've been like that though. That's just how I feel about, you know, head coaches. Now, when you don't do shit, you know, like Nick Sirianni, you don't call the motherfucking offense, you don't call the defense. I look at you like, what the fuck do you do from a week to week and day to day basis, my nigga? Maybe I am a
oversee a championship thing.
Say what? Oversee.
He apparently oversees a championship thing.
I don't know what the nigga be doing. You know, I have no idea.
Sound like you need to mind your business.
Nah, nigga, I'm curious now. I got to know.
You gotta mind your damn business. This man doing his job.
Alright, you right. I ain't finna blow the spot up. You right, man. Damn.
See that? You one of them folks. See, he be snitching all the time, man. Like, leave that man alone, man. He out there doing his job, winning titles and shit. Even though he's a sucker, but hey, he doing his job.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro.
I bet money if he wasn't, they'll get his ass up out of Philly. Philly will run you up out of there.
Yeah, Philly don't play.
Philly will run your ass up out of there, bro. Real talk. I give him that.
But we got to depart. I got to depart anyway because my lunch break is just about done. I got to take my black ass back to work. So I do appreciate my brother LandLord for jumping on here, man. He's, you know, it's always cool to chop it up with my guy. You know, share our thoughts and back and forth on these happenings around Cowboy Nation. So I appreciate you for jumping on here, bro. I know that you had a ligament Just one ligament to drop off. You didn't even have an order. You just had one. You had one
singular
calf
miscellaneous ligament. Yeah.
So yeah, man. But I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody for stopping in and showing love. And
appreciate all our people, man, that's supporting the show, man. And this be great, man. I don't think you gonna get these type of conversations nowhere else, bro. Like we authentically ourselves, and I think the people appreciate that. We just gotta make sure the show grow, man. We gotta push this. You know what I'm saying? The only way we can continue to do what we do is the show grow, and you know what I'm saying, y'all participate. So we appreciate that, though.
Yes, indeed. And in the words of West Main, never look down, because the star is up. Peace.